I'm Roshni, and I have been a marketer for the last 15 years of my life, or almost. And I today lead marketing and community for Jungle Ventures. It's one of the largest venture capital firms in Southeast Asia, and it's a role that I took on earlier this year, starting January. Previously was in consumer marketing, so I'm a consumer marketer by heart, and I've spent all my years working with organizations like Unilever, Kraft Heinz, SC Johnson, Whirlpool, and some more. I think the privilege of working on large global brands, the likes of Heinz, Vaseline, Mr. Muscle, etc. And my experience so far has been largely in the emerging markets in Asia. As marketers, we are here to solve business problems, right? So irrespective of whatever the marketing, the strategy is the last part of the solution. I think first, we need to have a very, very deep understanding of the business problem, and then do a very, very thorough analysis of your 6Ps, as we call it. So do a complete 360 evaluation of the health of your brand, see what's going right, what's going wrong. And that would give you enough hypothesis to chase after. I think the second big pillar in terms of our work is that as marketers, I consider myself as the voice of the consumer. So keep your eyes and ears to the ground. So talk to consumers as much as you can. There is nothing more valuable than just talking to people and talking to who you're serving. So there's a lot of rich insights and deep insights over there. So to listen to our internal team. So whether it is the sales, the customer service, your operations, your manufacturing, everyone knows what's happening with your product or your service or your business. And that's why I always say that marketing is as much of a science as much as it is an art. So we are all looking for that fine balance between the two. Final advice would be something that I live by is always, always, always have a backup plan. I am a marketer because I love marketing. I love what I do, and I'm very passionate about my job, very passionate about the brands that I work for, whether it is Jungle today or whether it was Heinz yesterday or Vaseline before. So, just love your job, have fun. So that's the most important thing. If you're not having fun, then probably you're not in the right role, because marketing demands a lot. A lot of people think that anyone can do it, and it's just words and pictures and nice presentations, and you just make ads, but it's much, much more than that. The second thing that I believe has worked for me a lot is just be fearless. Be fearless, be bold, be, again, experiment, try new things, because, we always need to be relevant. The different roles that you try, don't pigeonhole yourself in terms of this is the only category that probably I'll work in. I will only work in foods, or I'll only work in baby nutrition or anything. Try, like we were discussing before. Every industry, every brand, every new market is going to teach you new things, which you'll be able to further use later in your career. No matter which category you are in, as long as your fundamentals are right and strong as a marketer, you'll be able to succeed in every business. And that is something that I wanted to prove to myself when I moved from, say, CPG to a VC firm. Marketing per se does not change. It's just the way you communicate changes, and who you communicate to changes. The other part is resilience. So something that, again, I have learned from my career is, as a marketer, we have more failures than successes. So, we really don't have the time to sit down, sit in a corner, sulk, saying that, oh my God, this campaign did not work, this product did not work, this did not work. It's like, fine, it did not work. Learn from your experience, see why it did not work, take it on board, and move on. Like I said, so you have to, when you're experimenting, there will be failures, but every failure is going to teach you something, so that makes you a better marketer. You know what not to do. There are many things that are not to be done and very few things to be done. I think I'll just leave with a couple of thoughts, which would be respect. As you know, and this is, I've seen this in many of us as marketers. Again, we work with a lot of external agencies, whether it's internal as well as external agencies, partners, many number of people. Respect for whoever we are working with, because always remember that you are working with someone because they have an expertise that you don't have. It's more often than not, I have seen marketers who kind of do not probably treat their partners in a way which is equal. And I would strongly recommend against that. I think, the last thing would be around teams. If you are leading teams, if you are in a position of strength in the organization, and you have like a large team under you, please ensure that your team is happy and you carry your team along with you.